I'm Lizanne and I'm a researcher with Eat to Be Nice in Groningen, the Netherlands. We all know that when we're stressed, our diet tends to become worse. And as a result, your mood might also get worse. So we investigated whether this series of events indeed actually happens and leads to poor mood or depression or anxiety. We asked a large group of people to tell us about their stress levels and about their diets in the past year. And we also asked them to tell us about their symptoms of depression and anxiety, and asked them again about 4 years later. Next, we tested whether stress and diet at the beginning of our study predicted depression and anxiety symptoms 4 years later. We found that indeed, when people are stressed, their diet becomes worse. However, we also found that a poorer quality diet does not predict the development of symptoms of depression and anxiety. No, we did not expect this finding. We expected this series of events as I described it earlier. So we expected that people would start to eat lower quality diets and then in turn become depressed or develop anxiety. So what we think happened is that the effect of diet on depression and anxiety is much smaller compared to the effect of stress on depression and anxiety. So what we learned is that it's really important to take into account in your research all of these different factors at the same time. There's many next steps, so we want to investigate more specific features of diet, not just the overall quality of diet, but also, for instance, specific food products, whether they have an effect on your mood. And we also want to look at different mental health outcomes, so depression and anxiety is only one aspect, and we think maybe ADHD-related symptoms or addiction or impulsivity might also be associated with diet. So this is one of the these are some of the questions that we still have. That's a good question. I do think that in people with impulsive or compulsive symptoms, we have seen in previous studies that diet is slightly worse in these groups of people. So in that sense, I think it is very useful to, if you are able to improve your diet for a bit. I don't think you should expect that your impulsive and compulsive symptoms will disappear, but it will definitely do good for your overall health. Like it will decrease your risk of cardiovascular disease, for instance, or diabetes. You're welcome.